My name is Dylan Valade. I am the founder and president of SunGem here in Petoskey. Started this company about 11 years ago. On a daily basis, we generally work a 9 to 5, and a lot of my time is spent on the phone trying to work out new contracts, bring in new business, and maintain the clients that we have. Time's also spent training people who are on the team, making sure they're up to speed and keeping up with any kind of new technology trends or headlines that are coming out, find out what might be appropriate for our clients, especially here in Michigan. What do they need to go national or international, and make them aware of those opportunities and figure out a way to help them actually execute it. So then the other half of the job is implementing the strategies that we come up with. So that would be graphic design, actually laying out what a website or a page might look like, what an advertisement might look like, and then building out those ads on Facebook, Google, putting websites up, programming interaction with the database or another system that they might use for a business process, and making sure that at the end of the day it looks good and people actually use it. I took my first job out of college and I wanted to go skiing in the mountains, so I found a job as a web designer in the Aspen Valley in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and I worked there for a year and then decided I wanted to move to a different town. So I told them I'm gonna leave and I'd like you to become my first account. And so my boss became my first client, and I never took another job and just started my own business. And since then we've been just learning what we can do to help more companies, and everything has been digital. So the job we're in now is really just a evolution of technology coming on that these companies needed help, especially in the web. These aren't skills you can necessarily learn in college. You can learn the concepts, but you can't learn how to actually do what we do. So fortunately for us, every company needs digital technology and online marketing and web development, and we're one of the few companies that's able to offer it at a high level that's in our area. So we are now in a position where we can offer something that's unique and special to all the companies in Northern Michigan. My degree is in computer science. Systems analysis is actually what it was called. And I had a minor in mathematics and a minor in fine art. I used all of those skills to start developing websites, and in college we had one senior project, a capstone project, where we built a website for a museum, Taft Museum of Art in Cincinnati, and that was a large project, and I did a lot of the work with my now partner, Matt Borgman, and it was really being in school that we got to know each other and find out that we both work well under pressure and can do these kind of hard technical jobs at the same time. Design's really important. And so by understanding design, the principles of design, and how to actually make something look right, we found that the niche was web. And the other training in computer science, real technical skills, those are helpful in things like database, setting up systems, and being able to look at really tiny details. If you're not able to see that something's missing a semicolon, or that you've spelled something incorrectly, a program will not work. The whole thing will be broken. So that education in computer science helped, because we learned that in college, and really every day that's a problem. You've got to really be careful of the syntax, understand how the language works, and have a good understanding of how databases function. The best thing about working in Northern Michigan is that I live 2 blocks from where I work, so I can walk to work. Everything here is just more accessible. You're outside instantly, you can be in the lake in a couple of minutes. The people are extremely nice, and Midwest values are really helpful, especially for a technology career. The best piece of advice I would give anybody graduating or looking at any career, but especially technology, is to learn how to be effective in sales. You will use that more than any other skill that you have. It can go to as simple as, we want to sell a job to a client or a customer, or I need to sell myself to get a raise or move to a different company, or sell an idea that I have that is going to be a game changer, but nobody's willing to buy into it yet. So get as much sales training as you possibly can, and and look at sales as the most valuable part of any business. It's not, you can't major in sales at most universities, but I wish you could, because that would be the most valuable thing you could do, especially in tech.